Most people never realize that the real battle is not against the world. It's against their own mind. Distractions, doubts, and fears are like invisible chains that keep us from moving forward. But when you learn to discipline your mind, everything changes. Imagine waking up every day with a crystal clear goal, so strong that nothing can shake you, not failure, not criticism, not even fear. This is the story of a man who discovered that success doesn't begin with luck, talent, or money. It begins in the mind. And the moment he mastered his thoughts, he mastered his life. Arjun sat at the corner table of a small cafe, staring at the blank screen of his laptop. The cursor blinked like a silent judge, mocking his inability to finish the book he had been dreaming of writing for the past 2 years. He had ideas, big dreams, and even the passion, but something was missing. Every time he started, something else grabbed his attention. Social media, random calls, the endless temptation to just check something online. At the end of the day, he always promised himself, tomorrow I'll focus. But tomorrow came and went, and the cycle repeated. One evening, after another wasted day, Arjun walked home under the dim glow of streetlights. His mind was loud, filled with excuses and frustration. "Why can't I just stay focused?" he whispered to himself. That's when his old mentor's words echoed in his memory. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. That night, instead of scrolling endlessly on his phone, he wrote one sentence in his notebook. "I will write 500 words every day, no matter what." It wasn't just a statement, it was a promise to himself. He knew this was where most people fail, not because they lack talent, but because they lack mental discipline. The next morning, Arjun woke up earlier than usual. He placed his phone in another room, made a cup of black coffee, and opened his laptop. For the first time in months, there was silence, pure silence. It was just him, his thoughts, and his goal. The first few minutes were hard. His mind screamed for distractions. Check your messages, look at the news. What if you run out of ideas? But every time a thought pulled him away, he whispered, "Stay on track." Minutes turned into an hour, and when he finally looked up, there were 532 words on the page. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress, and progress felt like power. For the first time, Arjun realized something. The mind is like a wild horse. If you don't train it, it will drag you in every direction. But if you discipline it, it will take you anywhere you want to go. That single morning changed everything. The next day he wrote again. Then the next. It wasn't easy. Temptations were everywhere. But with each passing day, his mental muscles grew stronger. He started craving the feeling of focus more than the quick dopamine hits of distraction. Arjun was no longer a prisoner of his wandering mind. He was its master. Weeks passed, and what began as a simple daily goal turned into a powerful habit. Arjun started noticing changes, not just in his writing but in his entire life. His mornings felt purposeful, his confidence grew, and even his conversations changed. People around him started asking, "How do you stay so focused?" And every time, he smiled and said, "I stopped negotiating with my mind." But it wasn't all smooth. One Friday night, a friend invited him to a late party. Arjun was tempted. He wanted to relax, to take a break from his routine. One day off won't hurt, his mind whispered. He almost agreed. But then he saw his notebook on the table with those words, "I will write 500 words every day, no matter what." He felt a surge of clarity. He realized that discipline means keeping your word to yourself, even when it's inconvenient. So he stayed home and wrote. That night, as he closed his laptop, he felt something far more satisfying than any party could offer, the pride of self-control. It wasn't about the words he wrote, it was about the person he was becoming. Months later, Arjun finished his book. The day he typed the final sentence, he didn't jump up or scream with excitement. Instead, he sat quietly, staring at the completed manuscript. A wave of realization washed over him. The real victory wasn't the book. It was the battle he had won within himself. He had learned the most valuable lesson of all: success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who decide, discipline their mind, and move forward relentlessly. When the book was published, readers praised it for its depth and clarity. Little did they know that those pages were born out of countless battles fought in silence. Battles against procrastination, fear, and self-doubt. Arjun didn't just write a story, he lived one. And if someone asked him today for the secret to success, he would say this: your mind can be your greatest enemy or your greatest ally. Train it, discipline it, and give it a clear goal. Once you do that, nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you.